They're gaining armor and they're helping survivability. Sorry, they're gaining what, negative armor for the enemy and survivability for themselves. So
but just look like Congo's armor's -330 as they try to attempt to do him here. Not quite sure there. The Legion know what's going on. They have a ward there. You know, they saw them coming.
they also got the chipper illusion.
Yeah. But the Legion have this ward up the ramp there. But you know, you don't want to get caught in the Congo pit. Obviously, one of the worst spots to be in. And yeah, the Hellborn. You know, that's really the nicest thing in the world in a game of HoN is when you're really far ahead and you can just do basically whatever you like, as long as you just don't do some stupid mistakes. And you're forcing the enemy to be active, and if they're not, you know that you're still gonna be ahead. And the late game, I think definitely, I don't know, like Flint is a really scary carry, but I think that the combination with all the physical damage on the Hellborn side can definitely handle him.
Did you call him a scary carry?
Scary carry, haha, very funny.
That's what you said.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
whatever.
you said. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. These teams really gotta figure out what they want to do, because just sitting around
playing very passive.
is not the most exciting thing ever here, boys. But I know that you're in the lead. You don't want to lose it. And right now, Legion are forced to. I mean, here we go. Look at this mid lane. They're all digging around in the forest, and this mid lane starting to land shots on these towers. And last I checked, towers don't regenerate. So I mean, that's a lot of free health given right there, simply because no one was around.
Yeah, and that is especially bad if if you just lose a team fight and your lane is pushed all the way, and you give the enemy team such an easy time, just getting easy racks. But I think the Hellborn really want that corner kill to just go in and try to do the next push. The Legion know what's going on. I'm not sure whether they can take it early enough. The scout with the rocket comes, but that Congo's gonna go down for sure.
Well, Congo's for sure, he's dead. And right now, Kraken does have that token of life. There was a snot rocket that went overhead, and I mean, like, this is probably the worst case scenario for the Legion. They all bunched up to counter gank Kongor, and then they let their lanes get too pushed. They all split up, and immediately Hellborn went in, and they got to see the last few seconds. Sure, could have tried to use it for sniping out that Kongor, get yourself the gold. But I mean, the chances are astronomically high that your snot rocket wasn't going to do it. So now they know. They know Kongor's down. They know that there is a token of life out there. Hellborn must be feeling really good right now.
I definitely do. Pretty interesting that Kraken picks up the Warhammer. I would be surprised if he goes for the Shield Breaker. I mean, he could, but that's just too much minus armor. Like, that's the problem with mass minus armor teams. They don't work simply due to the fact that mass armor only helps you so far. If you get into the minus numbers, it is just not as beneficial. You want to stay, you want to get them down to zero armor. That's like the optimum. After that, it's just not. It doesn't give you that much extra damage if you get negative armor on the enemy.
I'll tell you who does do extra damage, and it's this Hellborn team. 3 heroes down, 4 heroes down, 5 heroes down. Second genocide of the game. Triple kill for this revolutionary Kraken. I really gotta say, he definitely tanked a ton of damage in that team fight, and I don't know, he used all that negative armor to good effect. Now, to that point, you are right, there is a diminishing return value once you get low enough in the negative armors, so simply because the next point of armor will be less effective than the previous point. So yes, I mean, they might not be, he might be stacking all that armor. Yeah, might not be the best idea, but at the same time, I mean, that Warhammer can be used for many other things. He could be going for a shrunken head, for example, which at this point, I mean, might be a pretty good idea, although that team fight kind of showed he didn't need it whatsoever.
Yeah, it was just like, do you honestly think he needs a shrunken head right
just
now?
Throwing out another item that it could be used for. I'm kind of surprised you mentioned the shield breaker first. But I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
I mentioned the shield breaker first because I thought that the shrunken head is not necessary, and because he's been getting the demonic breastplate, and they generally have a lot of minus armor, as well as they're focusing on physical damage, that it would make the most sense. And I was just trying to think if that would be very good. But Arachna has finished her Savage Mace, so she's gonna have a big nerd smile on her face right now. Tipper's gonna definitely go for the Frosterfield Plate, which is just a generally good item. Witchslayer, Neophyte's Book, Tableau of Command, really strong against Pharaoh.
I knew I saw a tablet of command.
And he just finished, and it's just really strong against Pharaoh, obviously. Then Ragna has her, as I said, Savage Mace, and Kraken has the Shield Breaker, so I am right and you are wrong. Ah, that feels so good.
I never said he was going for it. I'm just saying it could be used for other items.
Don't deny, Jesse, you were wrong.
Well, you're the one complaining, oh, don't stack all the negative armor. Make up your mind. Which side are you on here?
He's got the Shield Breaker now. It's going to help him. Obviously, the longer the game goes, the more armor that Flint Beastwood will have, and the more you can reduce it.
234 auto attack damage with the help of that Andromeda. Let's see. Put him together with the Arachna. I'd like to see what 250? 250 auto attack. That's a lot of hit points.
Arachna only works on ranged heroes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll scratch that then. Still, 234 auto attack. I mean, what? Voodoo Jester has 800 hit points.
Yeah, it just goes down really quickly, and especially Kraken is always in the middle of things, so he has a pretty easy time positioning himself.
Plus his splash, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here? Witchslayer goes down. That's a little odd. He shouldn't have gone down. But I guess well, they were using the Voodoo Jester invis to scout. So they think they have the advantage. Out comes the Malphus, and we got a lot of damage going down. But oh, look at the extreme. Even with that magic resist barrier idol, it just did not save them whatsoever. They dropped so fast. Like you blinked and they dropped. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think they're just gonna. They got all caught up in the Kraken ultimate, like €2. That's never, you want to split up really easily, and then Pestilence came late to the party, and that's
then
never
ran
what
away
you want
with his non-existent tail between his legs.
Yeah, it's always bad when somebody comes late to the party, as I like to call it, because then you're basically going 4 versus 5, and the last hero normally doesn't do very much. As we see the Hellborn taking that last tower.
Yeah, last tower, last Raxus, super creeps now in effect. The GG well plays are being brought out.
GG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
GG.
it was that Kraken was very dominant. We have to say that.
13 to 16. Yeah, pretty dominant.
I mean, it looked pretty good for the Legion in the laning phase. They forced the tri lane to, solve up and everything, but Kraken just did an awesome job. And after that, the Hellborn had, they pushed in the towers really quickly. That allowed them to have map control, allowed them to get their Arachna farmed. Kraken farmed because he killed basically just everyone, and then the Legion couldn't do very much, and they played way too passive. Letting the Hellborn getting that Conqueror kill so easy, even they knew it, that was probably a big mistake. And
did we even use the token?
I don't think so, but
we didn't.
It just, they were super safe. They had a super safe lead. We see that now in the experience in gold. But really well played there by the Hellborn, I think.
Yes.
The Legion didn't do bad. The Hellborn just played better. And with that, we close and say.
And say what?
What do we say, Jester?
I don't know. This has been a GameReplays.org Heroes of Newerth cast. I am the Four Court Jester. With me tonight was LukDeRiff, and this was a Nordic Clan League losers bracket round 3 match between Xaya Gaming and Rainbow Unicorn Protector. I feel like they're akin to Power Rangers at this point. But thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope to do some more NCL matches. In fact, I think we'll go do another one right now. How about it?
Oh yeah, that sounds awesome. We're gonna do that.
All right. So stay safe, everyone. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you later.
That was a pretty